Welcome to Global Economic Press, where we deliver trusted global finance and economic news, analysis, and reports, empowering leaders and investors with reliable, timely insights. I'm your host, Alex Brady. In today's episode, we're diving into the world of lawn care and maintenance, focusing on a company that's making waves in Suffolk County, New York. Lawn Pride of Patchogue-Bay Shore has achieved an impressive milestone of 100 consecutive five-star reviews. We'll explore how they maintain Long Island lawns, the challenges they face, and the strategies they employ to keep those lawns lush and green. Stay tuned as we uncover the secrets behind their success and what it means for homeowners in the area. Patchogue, New York, August 2026. Late summer has a way of exposing a lawn's weak spots. After 3 growing seasons of service calls across central Suffolk County, Lawn Pride of Patchogue-Bay Shore, the fertilization and weed control company Luke Hall opened in December 23, says most failing lawns give the same early warnings before the brown takes over. Pink, thread-like webbing on the grass blades after a damp week. Straw-colored spots the size of silver dollars spreading across the front yard. By the time skunks and raccoons start digging at night, the grubs underneath have been feeding for weeks. The company crossed 100 Google reviews this summer at a straight 5.0, 32 months after opening its doors. Reaching 100 consecutive 5-star reviews comes down to one thing: treating every yard like it's our own, said Luke Hall, owner of Lawn Pride of Patchogue-Bay Shore. By late August, Suffolk County lawns show clear warning signs. Whether it's sandy soil drying out or grubs destroying roots, catching these issues early makes all the difference before the county's November fertilizer deadline. The repair is the expensive part. A season of store-bought products runs a few $100s and often treats the wrong problem at the wrong time. Pre-emergent spread 2 weeks late lets crabgrass through anyway. Fertilizer dropped on a lawn with active fungus feeds the disease along with the grass. And once grubs run unchecked into fall, the fix stops being a treatment and becomes a renovation, with dead turf stripped out and reseeded at a cost that climbs into the thousands. Not every Suffolk County yard carries the same risk. Sandy soil around Patchogue and East Patchogue warms early, so crabgrass germinates by April, ahead of many store-bought treatment schedules. Yards near the Great South Bay take salt spray that pulls moisture from grass blades and aeration and thins the stand year after year. Humid July nights holding above 70 degrees switch on dollar spot and brown patch. In Suffolk County's deer, drawn to well-fed landscapes, work through arbor vitae and yews all winter. A few minutes in the yard this week tell the story. Tug on a brown patch. Turf that lifts like a rug means grubs have cut the roots. Look for pink threads in the morning dew, the calling card of red thread on underfed lawns. Walk the edges along the driveway and street where heat and salt hit first and thin spots start. None of it takes tools. It sorts out whether the lawn needs feeding, disease treatment, or a full reseed this fall. 2 jobs do most of the repair work. Core aeration pulls plugs of soil from the lawn, opening pathways for water and nutrients to reach compacted roots. Overseeding follows behind it, working salt-tolerant Kentucky bluegrass, tall fescue, and perennial ryegrass blends into that loosened ground. One opens the soil, the other refills the stand. Most thin lawns on Long Island need both, and the window for doing them together opens in mid-August, while soil holds enough warmth for fast germination and closes as temperatures drop in October. There's a hard deadline behind the timing. Suffolk County law prohibits lawn fertilizer applications between November 1 and April 1st to protect the island's groundwater, with fines up to $1,000 per violation. That makes fall the last feeding of the year, and the one that matters most, since autumn fertilizer builds the root reserves cool season grass draws on through winter. Miss it, and the lawn waits until April. Every one of these reviews is a neighbor who took a chance on a new company, said Hall. We opened in December 2023 with a schedule full of empty slots, and this community filled them. Thank you to every homeowners who trusted us with your fertilizer and weed control needs. You handed over lawns full of weeds and brown patches and let us prove ourselves. My crew doesn't take a single yard for granted. Fertilization and weed control built around Long Island's calendar. The day-to-day work follows the seasons, Spring starts with pre-emergent fertilization timed to soil temperature, down before sandy Suffolk ground hits 55 degrees and annual weeds wake up. Weed control continues through summer, pairing targeted broadleaf treatments with the steady feeding schedule of the 7-application program so the lawn gets consistent nutrition instead of a surge and crash cycle. When July humidity triggers fungus, the lawn fungicide program handles dollar spot and brown patch outbreaks during the high-risk weeks. Trees and shrubs get their own schedule. The tree and shrub program covers deep root fertilization, treatment for the euonymus scale, common near the coast, and winter protection from anti-desiccant coatings on salt-exposed evergreens to deer repellent applied on a rotating schedule. What the company does not do is tell no mowing, no landscaping, no irrigation work, no tree removal. The crew, which averages more than 10 years in the field, works the health side of the lawn rather than the mowing side, serving Patchogue, Bayshore, and surrounding Suffolk County communities. Son, Pride of Patchogue-Bay Shore serves homeowner across Patchogue, Bayshore, East Islip, West Islip, Smithtown, Setauket, Huntington, and Dix Hills, plus Bayport, Blue Point, Bohemia, Brightwaters, Islip, Nesconset, Nissaquogue, Oakdale, Sayville, and neighboring communities. Salt-exposed yards along the bay grow differently than the shaded oak lots further inland, and the team plans treatments around both. Why Patchogue and Bayshore homeowners call lawn pride. 32 months in one market builds a record you can read. The company holds a 5.0 star rating across more than 100 Google reviews, earned it one lawn at a time since December 23. Nobody gave 4 stars, nobody gave 3. That bar matters more than it used to, especially when consumer review surveys find that 31% of consumers will now only use a business rated 4.5 stars or higher, nearly double the share from a year earlier. They always let me know what they were doing with each application, Candace R. wrote in one of the company's published customer reviews. Every team member passes a background check before stepping onto a property, and the company carries full liability and workers' compensation insurance. Customers get a call before the crew arrives and a service report after each visit with notes on what was found and what comes next. Pricing is flat rate and quoted up front before any work begins, and each treatment carries the neighborly done right promise. If an application doesn't perform, the team comes back and makes it right at no cost. So soil stays warm here into late September while the nights cool off. So new seed germinates fast with less weed pressure, Hall said. A lawn scorched thin by summer gets fixed now, not next April. Wait for spring and you're seeding straight into weed season. And once November 1st hits, fertilizer is off the table in Suffolk County until spring anyway. Homeowners across Patchogue, Bayshore, and central Suffolk County can request a lawn assessment any day of the year. The price comes in writing first. Call 631-908-5024, visit lawnpride.com/Patchogue Bayshore, or follow the company on its Facebook page for seasonal lawn care updates.